Alright, pulled the whole thing. There's that one screw up here at the top, and then one bolt down here. You can see it right there. And then this thing really didn't want to go, so I started cutting away the seal, pulling it to see what was going on inside there. And it was just, didn't want to move from 30 years, so I just popped it back. And oh, these were pretty easy. Just kind of started prying, pulled the whole thing out. Here, same deal, kind of pried it up, just kind of popped it off. There are these little things in here, as you can see, that the new ones will slip into. And apparently that's going to be pretty easy, but this is not. We'll see. Okay, I wasn't sure if this was just one bar, because it actually looks in the Bentley like it's one bar. It's not. No, see, this looks like it's just one bar, and then it doesn't have a year on this, and then this is just the seal. But in reality, I think it makes a whole triangle. So I've just kind of pried this out. I'm going to pull off the whole seal before I try to get this thing out here. I'm trying to do this with the glass in, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try and pull the seal out, see if it helps me get this frame out. Okay, so got the guide channel off. Had to take basically everything off. Had to take the glass out, which was not too bad. Here's that hole where, so basically, this piece at the bottom here, this is the bottom of the guide channel, goes into that hole, but you can't pull it out, because I mean that sticks out a good inch from the side plus the width of this thing, so I mean it's sticking out to here. So to get it out the top, you'd have to spread this incredibly far and probably bend it. So the Bentley says pull guide channel down and remove, and I finally realized that it means through here, which would be really difficult, because you got to get this piece, which, let's see, it sticks out about that much, so I'd have to spread this to about here to get it down. Getting it out would be an incredible pain, and putting it all back in and up through here again with the seal on would be, you know, just that much more difficult. So I'm going to try and put it on here. I'm going to try and put the seal on here in the freaking window, which is really annoying, but here we go. Alright, so getting this through here actually wasn't that difficult. Kind of got that on there and then jammed this down here and started working from the bottom up. Getting this around there wasn't too bad. And this, I'm just going to have to go around here. There's a little lip. Basically, you can see I'm working around here. Basically the seal is a little lip that goes over it like that. First side is going real easily. I have a feeling the second side is going to be a bigger pain. Okay, when I said the other side, I meant the inside. So here's you can see pretty clearly how that's working. And the best way I've found is to just kind of get your finger in there and roll it. It goes on pretty easily. It's really not too bad. I'm just going to work around the inside now, and then just that just kind of jams in there. Should be pretty easy. And, getting it in the door is going to be a real challenge. Well, I had some wrinkles in here. It's actually, I recommend avoiding using Vaseline to this point if you can, because having sticky hands really helped kind of pull this back and then work this in here with a screwdriver on here, and getting that seal on this other side, getting that around really helped. The thumb method, if I had had Vaseline, that wouldn't have worked. If I had Vaseline on my hands, that wouldn't have worked at all. So I had some wrinkles in here. I still have a couple, and it seemed like it was seated, well, there's a couple. It seemed like it was seated pretty well at the bottom, pretty well here at the top. It seemed like it was pretty flush right there. So I just kind of pulled, spread the wrinkles out at least, because they were all basically right here. It was pretty bad. So hopefully it'll form a good seal. So I got it past these guys. That was real fun. Got it on there. And cleaned up this edge. It'll just make hopefully everything a lot smoother. And then when I jammed it in there, luckily I was, you can't tell, but there's two. There you go. There's the inside, it goes on the outside. And then this other one goes on the inside of the window. And basically I just sandwich this piece of metal right here. It goes right there in between those two layers. And probably gonna have to lube this whole edge and then just kind of almost jam it in there all at once, because when you push this thing forward, it's hitting the top under there. You can't see it, and see what happens. You can see this goes on the inside, and that's where the piece of metal goes, and this is going to be what you see. Alright, well, I tried once, didn't work very well, so I went with Vaseline all around. Made real sure basically to get it in this channel all the way around. On the inside of the outside of this metal piece. Definitely that's going to make it a lot easier. It's going a lot easier. And but you got to pay special attention. These guys have to pry that out. Or rather widen this thing, twist, spread that apart, and get those little pieces down in there. And same with the top. Well, one dumb thing I forgot to do is put the felt channel in. It went pretty smoothly, even though it was already in there. I had to lube this part up a little and slide it in and slide it up. There's no real lock for it to fit in there, and this keeps happening. It keeps coming off right there. It's really hard to get it to play nicely, because there's already a lot of stuff right there. There's this thing's little piece that's supposed to fit inside there, so I keep having to spread this out and then kind of jam it in there. I'm probably gonna have to put a dab of something right there, because that is not a good seal. So putting the scrapers in helped a little. Shoot, I just kind of held this out while I jammed the scraper in there. And all in all, they went in real smoothly. That was nice. I just realized I forgot to clean this rim out on the scraper part. That was probably dumb. I think it would make a better seal if that were clean. But I don't know, maybe I'll pull it and do it again, I guess. It'll only take like 5 minutes.